Would anyone like a peanut?
Hey, you want to come over and party?
Actually, I was going to press that button before you could record. I already pressed it.
Committed to it now. Hello, and welcome to Entertain This, a podcast about movies, TV shows, and video games. My name is Hayden. With me I have Tom.
Hi, Tom.
And Mitch.
Hello.
Hello.
I went out of order, keeping you guys on your toes. So, we had a Monday trivia extravaganza where I dominated Mitch. It was an embarrassment.
You won by like 4 points because of bonus.
It was an embarrassing embarrassment.
embarrassment. You should feel really embarrassed. This day, we're going to talk about news and reviews for movies and TV shows and video games that we watched this week. And, we'll see what happens after that. So, let's start with movies.
Well, we have our punishment.
Oh, yeah.
Mitch's punishment review.
I'm still trying to play catch up to this new scheduling stuff. So.
This part is the same.
I don't
all
know
the
why.
time. We always do punishments.
We've been doing this part for years.
It throws me off. Okay.
I don't like change.
But anyways, my punishment was Battlestar Galactica 1980,
Yeah.
which it got a 7.2 on, I guess, IMDb. I gave it a 7.5. I liked it.
You actually enjoyed it.
I did.
You did not punish Mitch.
Granted, I had to take into account it's an older show, but the special effects and stuff were really well done. And once I looked more into it, I found out why. They had the same for this show. They spent $1 million per episode.
Did they really?
And they had the same sound effects, same
Special
effects and the concept designers as Star Wars: The New Hope. So that's why their models and the looks and stuff.
It looked a lot better than it did in the original Battlestar Galactica from 3 years earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good. The only reason that the series got canceled was because
The production costs.
Yeah, it just cost too much. But it was a fun show. Me and Hayden watched the newer version of Battlestar Galactica one before, but
It was like 2004.
Yeah, on Sci-Fi Channel.
something like that.
It
when
started
came
on
out.
Sci-Fi. I don't know if it ended there or not.
But we watched that, and I like this. There was a few parts where I was like, I didn't get it because they had like the pilots had like these pharaoh-looking motifs where they had like it looked like the headdress from like the Egyptians.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked a little funny.
The Colonial Viper pilot helmets.
There were some
With
scenes
the lights going.
Well, there were some scenes like you could see like they would be standing in front of like this panel or whatever, and you could see where like they had tried to put like silver like I don't know like tape or whatever over. You could see like the little bubbles in the tape on the wall.
Yeah, right.
But it really wasn't wasn't a bad movie or a bad show.
So, what does this have to do with the original?
It's just basically the same thing. It's just
Because they find Earth.
yeah, this whole series, like the whole first season, they're trying to find Earth because the entire fleet basically gets blown up while they're coming to peace with the Cylons, and then it turns out the Cylons attack and destroy everyone except for I think it was Caprica was the ship.
Yeah.
No, it was the planet Caprica. The ship is Galactica.
Galactica.
Yeah, but say then they're looking for Earth for the rest of the season until the end.
The Lost Colony.
But I mean, it's not bad. I don't recognize any of the actors or actresses.
How much of it did you watch?
I watched the first 2 episodes
Oh, okay.
because the first episode was an hour and a half,
Oh, wow.
and then the second episode was like 40 minutes or so.
Okay.
So you watched Galactica 1980 though, right? You didn't watch Battlestar Galactica.
It had
Because I know Starbuck isn't in
Starbuck, yeah.
it. Is not in this one.
No.
It's not?
Apollo's not in this one. Adama's not in this one.
Well, evidently I watched the wrong thing then, because this is the only thing I could find that was 1980 Battlestar Galactica.
So you watched original Battlestar Galactica then.
Evidently.
You watched the TV movie original part for Saga of a Star World.
Because this was the only thing that was in 1980.
The one that you're thinking about has motorcycles and crap in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, this Galactica 1980, they're at Earth.
Yeah.
Like they're like in orbit of Earth, like protecting the planet from Cylons.
Okay, well then evidently I watched the wrong thing then because
Whoops.
I could have sworn now.
Because I'm like, how the hell did you?
I didn't know there was a Galactica 1980.
I knew there was a spinoff where they're
That was
flying.
in Galactica 1980.
Yeah, they're like flying on motorcycles and something
Yeah.
weird, and it did really bad.
Yeah. That's what I wanted you to watch.
Oh, well, I didn't watch that one. Oh, well.
You ended up watching what I liked, the original Battlestar Galactica.
That wasn't a punishment then, Mitch.
You're right, it wasn't.
Maybe you got 2 punishments for next week.
I watched a Napoleon Dynamite. That's a punishment.
You enjoyed it. You were laughing. Well, that sucked.
Good job, Mitch. Way to F that up.
I think he's going to double down for next week. We'll talk. We'll talk after.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to movies. I had movies. Brought to you by Universal Studios.
Paramount.
Oh, Paramount Studios.
Take a point away.
I watched Hocus Pocus 2. I watched the first one with my kids, and my daughter never really got into it. But my son really got into the first one. He was like, I remember when the zombie comes out and he's chasing him.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell like he was like really nervous, like the zombie chasing the good guy.
Am I supposed to be watching this, Dad?
Then
This is scary.
When his head got knocked off, he was giggling like a little kid and stuff like that. So I was like, look at him, he's into it, So
Maniac.
yeah. And then the second one we watched, and it was okay. It's got a 6.5 right now on IMDb. The ratings are going down steadily, and I think 6.5 is it's a little high. I'd probably give it just north of 5. So it's the biggest problem with this movie is it was made 29 years after the first movie. So
Yes.
The actors are all a lot older, and it's kind of hard to find interest enough in a movie that was such a nostalgia part of your childhood, where they just kind of dig up the corpse, so to speak, and see if we can reanimate it. It just, if it was 15 years ago or even 10 years ago, maybe I could get behind it, but there's just so much has changed in these past 29 years to try and inject that IP into our current, year.
I felt like they could have played a little more on the new technology since 30 years ago.
They CG'd the crap out of it. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying like the witch is not, because they have smartphones now.
Yeah,
like
yes.
cell
yeah.
phones and stuff.
Yeah.
They could have played on that a little more.
And so, like, me and my wife were talking afterwards, and she was like, the funny parts were when the witches try to, like, adapt to a modern society. The rest of it was just, like, weird, kind of them floating around observing stuff, and I was like, yeah, that was kind of weird. Like, the funniest part was, like, the Alexa scene where there's a little tiny woman trapped in this box and stuff like that, and like they were freaking out, like, and doing weird stuff that they did from the first movie. The other parts were, like they're like watching people at a carnival or something like that,
Yeah.
and you're just like, what are they doing? Why are they distracted by this? Like the original Sanderson sisters were always, they had a mission. They were going to go eat some kid and then like live forever, and they just were not to be distracted by anything except for Satan in that one scene. Mm-hmm. But this one they were just like, oh, let's look at the fair, let's go play around and do games. It was just kind of like a weird character change for these characters, and some of the humor fell flat. They were trying to be kind of tongue in cheek with some things, but to try and engineer humor for a family audience today has got to be tough.
It's also hard that you're doing a sequel to a cult classic film.
There's a lot of jokes about smoking in the first one and stuff like that. They wouldn't even touch that with a 10-foot pole today. So
one part I did like is when they were all trapped in the circle in the garage and the little Roombas rolling up.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was starting to fall asleep at certain parts like that. So, it was okay. It was a good attempt. You'll be happy to know who directed this movie, Mitch.
Oh.
Ann Fletcher. Do you know what she directed?
No.
The Proposal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mitch's
Mitch's favorite movie of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Featuring Ryan Reynolds and
Sandra Bullock.
Yes.
So,
The guy from Coach.
and Betty White.
That's right.
Yeah.
Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I think a 5.5 is probably a fair review.
I didn't think it was bad. It was nowhere near as good as the original.
One thing that they try to do is they try to inject a sense of morality into this movie. The last movie, the Sanderson sisters were bad guys.
Yeah.
They got offed, and that was the end, happy ending. The good guys live happily ever after. This one, it's like they try to like redeem them.
Yeah.
At the end, you know, and not to spoil too much, but like you're just
Not all
like,
bad guys need to be redeemed.
yeah, and you know, like why do we care? They were literally just trying to eat children. They did eat children in like the first movie and stuff like
They
that.
did. They turned the guy into a cat
Yeah,
for like 500 years.
300 years. Yeah, it was. So like, why do they need to be redeemed? But, and of course, if you watch the after credits, they left it open for another one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
Hocus Pocus 3 Reloaded.
reloaded. Hocuser, Pocuser.
I don't understand why. Well, I don't want to reveal too much, but I don't understand the whole kid part. But
The kid. Oh, the prequel, like the flash back.
well, no, the why the kid.
Oh
had
yeah, well, because you know,
the plot thing.
there's some good
MacGuffin.
witches out there. So
Was her name Glinda?
no. Yeah, I honestly those new characters, because they didn't bring in any of the old characters except for Billy the zombie
Yeah,
and the Sanderson sisters. Everybody else is new.
yeah.
I don't remember any of their names. Like some of those kids, you don't even see their parents. You have no idea what's going on with them, like why they're running around at 3 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know, everything else seemed kind of justified in the first one, sort of. But this was just, it was kind of like the mayor. His name is the guy who plays him is Tony Hale. It was Buster from Arrested Development.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it, and you think he's an integral part of the movie. And he's just like freaking out about a candy apple for 15, 20 minutes. And then he goes home, and then you never see him again. Like, what was the point of that? You know? Yeah, so there's some, like, plot filler crap that was kind of tedious and
Well, like
stupid.
he comes home, he sees the witches in the garage and just like forgets about it.
Yeah. And what's funny is, like, so this is I call it a victim of bad marketing, because the first one came out and it didn't do great when it first came out, and it slowly became a cult classic. Slowly, as in 5 years.
Yeah.
That's plenty of time to gestate and decide. Okay, while the hype is good, let's get another movie. All right, and you'd think, well, maybe the actors weren't on board or something. All the actors, the Sanderson sisters, and some of the original cast were totally on board. Thora Birch, the one who played the little girl from the first one.
Yeah, she was actually disappointed she didn't get to come back for this.
She wanted to, but she had casting issues or conflicts or something like that. And so they said, like, for years, Bette Midler called and was like, "Are we doing this?
Mm-hmm.
We want to do this. Are we doing this?" 29 years later, that's when Disney jumps on the bandwagon. Like, come on, like that. Like I said, 15 years ago, this would have been a great movie.
Disney, I feel like nowadays is just trying to cash in on whatever they can.
Yeah.
They buy up other departments and stuff,
Well,
other
crap or get
mediums.
off the pot. I mean, come on. Like, you can only hold on to nostalgia for so long before it just becomes like nostalgia you don't want to touch anymore, So, and they're really good at screwing up your childhood nostalgia. And it was funny too, because like my wife isn't like a diehard movie nerd, but she loved the first Hocus Pocus, and there it is. And then when we finished the sequel and the kids were going to bed or whatever, she was like, "I can't believe they just did that," and I was like, "Well, now you understand why everybody's pissed off with like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and stuff like that."
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Now you know what
now
it's
you know.
like.
That was her Star Wars. She was really mad. So, but all right, I said 5.5. I mean, my kids weren't like, "This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna watch this every year." They were just like, "Okay, I'm going to bed now." So,
All right.
I know.
Thanks for making me stay up.
Yeah, I know. It didn't really. I don't think it's gonna last. And if they pull a sequel out of their butt, I don't know. So, all right, on to my news. There is another Evil Dead movie coming out. All right, it is called
Eviler.
and deader.
It's called Evil Dead Rise, which tells you there's probably going to be more movies after that because they got to fall at some point, So, it's a supernatural horror film written and directed by Lee Cronin.
It's going to be based off the more recent one. I'm assuming?
It says based off of characters by Sam Raimi.
Oh, okay.
So
So is that the new one?
take that with whatever you
Did
think.
Sam Raimi do the new one?
He did all of them.
Like the newest one that didn't have Bruce Campbell in it at all?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he did.
How
that
dare
one.
they do one without
he at least
Bruce
produced it. The film's development was preceded by scrap plans for a sequel to the 2013 Evil Dead.
Oh, okay.
And a fourth film in the original series, blah, blah, blah. While producing, Raimi and Bruce Campbell, executive producers, were executive producers and directing the project. I think since then they've probably kind of moved away from Sam Raimi into more things that's kind of partitioned, so where HBO can control it basically and not have Sam Raimi involved, which is whatever. I mean, it's probably not going to be great because you can only beat a dead horse so much. But it will stream on HBO Max April 21st. So there you go. It's got a lot of people you never heard of, like Alyssa Sutherland.
Oh, yes.
And Lily Sullivan.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan Davies.
No idea.
Nope. And that's about it. So we'll see. I was, later into my late teens, early 20s into the Evil Dead franchise. So there's just another thing that can probably screw up for me.
They're just ruining everything you like.
Everything. I guess we're just becoming a salty old men. Back in my day.
Movies used to be good.
All right. TV. Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah. How many of these we got? Okay.
They're just pressing buttons at this point.
Well, it's just one continuous thing.
Oh, okay.
So I watched Dahmer
Jeffrey
Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer Story, currently on the Netflix.
That bears.
The Bears. So this was suggested, and a lot of people have been watching this and freaking out about the story of Jeffrey Dahmer and his Midwestern ways and killing all these peoples.
Yeah, they didn't shy away from the visuals in that show, that's for sure.
No, they did not shy away from the visuals. I mean, I don't know how many scenes I had to watch of this dude jerking it.
Yeah, cuddling up next to corpses, kissing decapitated heads.
Yeah, they didn't show some stuff where he was like drilling holes through people's skulls.
Yeah,
and like he would inject acid into it, like directly into their brain while they were still alive.
Yeah,
just to see what would happen, or like boiling water.
Yeah.
So some of the stuff they kind of, peeled back, and we're like, all right, we don't need to show all this horrible stuff.
Well, I mean, but they still showed a lot of crap.
They did show a lot of stuff.
Like I'll be honest, I didn't finish it after episode 6. So
shame on you.
Well, I got 2 reasons. One, like I felt like I was watching like Hostel or some gore,
just gore for the sake of gore.
And I don't want to sound too snooty, but like when I went through film school, one of the things we talked about was like visual, entertainment versus pornography. And if you're watching something that has absolutely no purpose besides to give you some sort of like animalistic, fulfillment of like gore or sex or whatever, and there's no like story, there's no growth, there's no nothing that comes out of the end of it, then it's just essentially pornography. And I was exhausted by episode 6. I was like, they're going to introduce me to another character. I'm going to be interested in this character, and then Jeffrey Dahmer is going to do something gross and terrible to him.
He's going to invite him back to his place.
Yeah.
You want to come over and party?
Pretty much you watched all the bad parts, and then when you got to like the court stuff, that's when you stopped watching.
Well, yeah.
Maybe I should have kept watching. But
somebody was like, I don't want to spoil the show for you or like tell you what happens. It's like, no, I know what happens. He got caught in 1991.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what happened.
The second reason I stopped watching was I read that Netflix didn't talk to any of the victims' families about making the show, and they're all protesting it big time because, I mean, could you imagine if you like saw your son portrayed in this instance and then like going
having to relive like watching it and
Yeah.
just like kind of knowing and seeing what happened.
Right, and so like there's a lot of people who are like, whoa, you kind of dropped the ball there, Netflix.
But how many documentaries are there about this whole same thing?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah, but this is a big time show. Big, produced. Everybody, there's millions of people watching it. So,
but they've done the same thing with Ted Bundy. They're probably
they got a lot of flack for that too.
Because one thing I'll say about this show, it's almost like I don't know how to word it, but it's like they're like theatralizing Dahmer and
they're almost like making him look human and
like humanizing it. And
that was the one thing I didn't like towards the end of the series. They wanted they tried
almost
to
feel sorry for the guy. It's like I don't feel sorry for him.
Screw that guy.
I was like, okay, he's getting his head beat in. Good for him.
Good. Should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt better just deciding I'm not going to watch anymore. So, and hey, if you got something out of it and that's for you, that's fine. I'm not going to judge anybody. I just don't think that. I don't know. I don't want to go off that deep end. I hate movies where you just like I'm trying to remember like The Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate that movie so much. There's just no point besides watching people just be
Grotesque,
terrorized,
dude.
and raped and all sorts of stuff.
Weird nonsense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it seems to be the big trope now with like a lot of these serial killer documentaries, like almost making you feel bad and like trying to sympathize and
Yeah.
like aggrandizing them a little bit. It's like, what is it? It's like these people were monsters. I think the only show that actually like did a good job at showing them was Mindhunter.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
see, the point of Mindhunter, because me and my wife talked a little bit about this too. The point of Mindhunter was where people could start to understand nature versus nurture. All right? And the Dahmer show doesn't go anywhere about that. It does, like, Dahmer was brought up in most law enforcement schools as like a focal point of it could go either way. You know, he had an okay childhood. He wasn't like
Verbally abused.
yeah,
or
beaten or raped or anything like
physically
that, you
abused or
know.
anything.
So, but you know, he didn't have great moments. He was abandoned for extended periods of time, you know. And so, was he born that way or did it grow that way? And they just kept saying like they kept showcasing moments of his life where trauma would kind of push him over the edge in the show. That's not what happened necessarily. And I really feel like the show went heavy into nurture. And I don't know. I don't necessarily believe one way or the other, but I don't think that it should be Netflix's decision. You know what I mean?
to tell me.
Exactly. So, but yeah.
I mean, I give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not going to review it because I didn't finish it.
I mean, obviously everybody knows, like, yeah, he killed 17 people. He went to prison forever on a forever sentence. And then he got beaten to death in prison and died.
Right.
And apparently, like, he didn't actually, like, make any sound when he was getting beaten to death. Like, he literally just took it. It was just like, all right.
This is the end, huh? Yeah.
And his mom being the UFO hunting wacko or whatever.
Yeah. It's strange. It's a weird show. I mean, Evan Peters was really talented in portraying that
In doing
creepy whatever, you know. But it was just too much for me.
Hey.
Yeah.
There was some
Amy.
bits where it was like a little too much. It's like I was like, I don't know if I even want to watch the show anymore. It's like this is weird.
When he wakes up next to that corpse, he just like cradles it and just
Yeah.
lays on top of it. Like, okay.
Or he's like holding like the guy he's like about to kill. He's like wearing like he's like put the contacts in.
Yeah.
He's like watching my favorite movie. He's like watching Return of the Jedi.
the Emperor's eyes. He look really pretty.
Well, like we had talked about this before, but the bad part is like these cops were really dumb.
Oh,
That's
those two
the
guys
worst
were
part.
stupid.
Like they find the kid and they just walk him back into the apartment.
Dude, so like I
They
watched
show it later on where the chief suspends them
Oh, right.
pending investigation,
Good.
and like they get brought back and reinstated, and they get like
Of course.
officers of the year or something.
Yeah,
It's
so
like for what? It's like the
I
guy's
watched-
effed up hardcore.
I watched these parts and I was like, okay, Netflix is portraying law enforcement to be a bunch of bumbling idiots. And then I Googled it and I was like,
No, those guys were.
of course they were bumbling idiots.
It's like, damn it, they were dumb.
so,
Schnikes.
yeah, the stupid cops in the 90s.
It's like you have some kid bleeding from the head. Obviously, looks like a juvenile.
Can't speak.
Can't talk. He's all, and then this dude comes walking. Oh, hey, I'm Jeff Dahmer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my boifriend.
Oh, don't go in there. There's gay
Gay
stuff.
And it's like
The cop's like, I don't want to catch the gay.
yeah, go home and take a shower. Deloused.
So stupid.
And you just watch it. It's just like then you read. It's like, damn it, they did say that. They did do that. God, those guys. It's like, how did they not smell it?
Yeah, the rotting corpses. You know, just because they're a bunch of idiots. You know, and then they showed the call video of like the actual call video in that one episode, and I was like, of course, you know, the guy is an idiot. So
It's like, and how many times did they call the cops because there's like some dude escaping from this guy's apartment, screaming he's gonna kill me,
Well, the
or
lady,
he's naked. It's like, what's going on?
his next door neighbor called and she's like, somebody's being murdered, and they're like, we'll send somebody. It's like, when? In the morning. What?
They're just like, stop calling us.
that one cop that's like grilling Dahmer for, you know, he's like, you know that was a low crime suppression neighborhood, and you know you use that to hunt people, to take advantage of it and stuff like that. And he's like, no, the rent was cheap, you know, kind of thing. You know,
affordable.
and it's just there's no excuse. Like, it's totally law enforcement's fault
Yeah.
for stuff like that. So,
I mean, obviously, like some of them, like they wouldn't have got to unless they knew about prior notice.
Yeah, but if you stop like hanging up on people, or when people are calling and saying, "Hey, there's a crazy white guy running around killing black people," maybe take it consider.
And then when you show up and you smell death,
exactly,
Like decomposing bodies.
Oh.
1 + 1 = 2.
my
It's
fridge
like, that's
broke.
a very unique
I have a
smell.
lot of meat in my fridge. It
Yeah.
broke.
I think it went bad. It's all spoiled.
And the bad part is like they don't check anything like until he's caught. They don't police, even the police that showed up, they didn't check anything.
So yeah, and I looked into that, like, cause like the police walk in, they just kind of like, cross the threshold of the apartment, and there's corpses like hidden in nooks and crannies all over his apartment. And I looked into it, and I was like, he did have corpses in his apartment. What kind of search do you do?
Yeah, there's bodies, parts in the fridge,
Oh, yeah, there was a human head in the refrigerator.
So dumb.
parts.
They show one scene where the cops are standing there in the living room, and there's like a drill with blood dripping onto the table.
Yeah.
It's like doesn't look
He's got to tenderize them, those pork chops, man.
The old-fashioned way. Or like there's a dead body laying next to the bed. There's a blood stain on the mattress.
Yeah, they all looked at that and they're like,
And then he like peeks the door. And just goes, man, nothing crazy here. Just some gay stuff.
I think those cops were a bunch of, whats, and just were like, I don't want to keep looking because I don't want to know what I'm going to find.
Yeah.
And so screw that. They shouldn't have been cops.
And he has like the big blue barrel full of acid in his.
Yeah, who has an industrial barrel in their bedroom?
55-gallon drum
Stupid.
with acid.
Something's a little suspicious, guys.
Something's a little weird
It took
here.
a victim escaping his apartment
And brought him back.
to get the cops to come back, and they brought him back.
Like, you can't even make that up.
I know. I saw that, and I was like, wow, Netflix, way to take like the low road and portray.
That's like
law
having a
enforcement.
house fire. You put it out, the fire department shows up and relights your house on fire.
Yeah, exactly. And then I Googled it, and I was like, oh, man, the cops really did all that stuff.
Well, and this might be something minuscule, but it bothered me that they brought him back and he's still wearing the one handcuff because they needed the handcuff key.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they not have a handcuff key?
Yeah, they did have a handcuff. I think that was probably, made up a little bit for the show, but still.
I was just wondering.
I know, like seeing just cops be just generically played off as morons.
Uh-huh.
But in this case, those guys
They were
It was
stupid.
facts.
they were morons.
It was Wisconsin, right?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. So
Good job, guys.
You guys done effed up? You done goofed?
yeah, and it's a big talk right now, and of course Netflix is going to profit greatly on it. They're going to think like, okay, this is what the people want. They're
Now
probably
we're going to do a new one.
They're going to do a John Gacy one.
Oh, yeah,
at
that's
some
why they
point.
tied it into it.
Yeah, at the end. They're going to do probably a Son of Sam one eventually.
Yeah, which is, I think that they're taking the gore porn stuff and going the wrong direction with it. So if you're looking at the psychology, like Fincher's Mindhunter, that's different because you're trying to understand what a killer is, and see what you can learn and to protect people and whatnot, But this is just purely trying to like self-satisfy. It's not for me. So
It was not for me.
yeah, well, you go.
I'd be excited to see if they do a Son of Sam one and see if how they portray the cops as morons in New York City.
Were the cops morons in New York City?
No, they had like a 500 officer task force dedicated to hunting this guy down.
How many people did he kill while the task force was in?
I think 4.
Wow.
Or I think he shot at 4 people. I think he killed 2.
Yeah.
But the last one he did was in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And Brooklyn homicide because they got like left out of like the Omega task force is what they called it.
Okay.
So he shoots 2 people and they go, this has got to be the same guy. And like 2 days later, they had him in cuffs.
Good. Hopefully
So-
they do something right.
They'll probably be like, oh, these guys were smart. Not
Yeah.
these guys. It's like, well, it's also a citywide manhunt for a dude you don't have a description for. No vehicle. Ballistics is what it is because it's like 1977.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have cameras, cell phone tracking. It was a little bit different at the time.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Mindhunter, it's a great show. And especially when they talk to Son of Sam, and was it season 2?
Yeah. Or
So
who they talked to?
they talked to
That
Gaines.
Ed Gaines
Ed Gaines in the first one.
No, it was Ed Gein.
Gein?
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, he was that guy who portrayed him. Man,
To be honest, watch Mindhunter.
it's an awesome show.
Forget the Dahmer show.
Yeah.
Watch Mindhunter.
Supposedly this might be moving into news, but supposedly there is talks of coming back for a 4th season for it.
I wish they would.
Because Fincher kind of hit a wall. He didn't want to come back, but like it's one of those shows that's got a lot of audience like just begging for it.
Well, they kind of left it unended.
Yeah.
With the way they left off in season 3. So
Yeah, and it'd be cool to see like Fincher's take on Dahmer. So if what were they in the 80s? Because they were doing the Atlanta serial killer.
Yeah, they got.
But they didn't
Atlanta
catch him
child
yet.
murders.
That's right. They didn't catch him, and that was the 80s, right?
No, they did catch him.
no, not at the end of it. They were
They,
still
they,
looking.
they caught a suspect,
Yeah.
but even to this day, it's never proven if it was him or not.
Yeah, I know he was convicted on one murder, but
Yeah.
not one in connection to those. But they stopped.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see if they do Dahmer for the season 4. All right, what news do you have, Tom?
Gremlins,
Yeah,
the show.
moving. Just as dark and morbid.
Secrets of the Mogwai.
I get that this is like a kids show.
Yeah, I'm getting the impression it's a kid's
It's
show.
got some Cartoon Network affiliation.
Kind of look to it. Keep them out of the bright light, never get them wet, and never feed them after midnight. My thing is, what constitutes very bright light versus just normal light? Also, what happens, like, I know it's like, don't feed them after midnight, but when can I after that point?
I guess, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the morning?
Like,
I don't know.
when's the cutoff of, like, all right, now it's okay?
There's an alarm that goes off.
Yeah. Apparently this is apparently going to be
They
coming
just start buzzing.
Yeah.
It's like Furbies. Feed me. It's like, no. Apparently this is expected to come out on HBO Max.
Uh-huh.
And they're showing some concept art, and it's animated. It's a cartoon.
Oh, it's animated?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's for kids.
Yeah.
So, which would be
Which
kind
I
of...
don't get, because in the movie, people died.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I could probably watch the movies with my daughter, but I definitely don't think I should watch it with my son. So, but
He's going to run around in a trench coat.
that is just gonna like ask about what happened to that person. Just keep watching.
What, the one where they drove the bulldozer through the guy's house?
Yeah.
Although, going back to your Hocus Pocus, that was funny. It was like, what's a virgin?
Yeah.
It's a guy who's never lit a candle.
Yeah. Everyone's like, the moms are all looking at it like,
Like, how are you going to get out of this?
what are you gonna say, man? So,
Sorry. Anyways.
Sam Register is gonna be in that. The Gremlins movie. That's the dude from Hocus Pocus 2. So,
I don't know who Sam Register is.
Werewolves Within.
Yeah.
He's in that movie. The black guy.
Those
Okay.
are kind
He's
of-
a funny guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You reviewed Werewolves Within.
Did I?
You did.
No, I didn't.
I think you reviewed it.
No, I haven't seen it yet. He reviewed it.
Oh, well done.
Oh, that's the one with
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about that. It's the girl from the phone commercials.
Sure.
She was in that movie?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
she's the killer.
Nice. Well, the way to spoil it.
I spoiled it in that episode. Oh, wait. You should have listened.
Let me turn my brain off. Yeah. We'll see what happens. It's
I
like a
feel like they're
1920s.
Well, yeah, because it's like 1920s China.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's gonna be some ancient to do with the Mogwai, and then it'd be funny if they just tied it into like descendants of Yoda or something stupid. Just because they kind of look the same,
Yeah, kind of. It's from
With
the
the
same.
ears.
Yeah.
just with more hair.
So.
Maybe that's how Yoda looked, when he was young, before
Yeah.
it all fell out due to male pattern baldness.
Well, no, he looked like Baby Yoda when he was young.
Young. Maybe when he was like adolescent.
Baby Yoda is like a baby.
He was 50 years old.
I said adolescent.
Oh, okay. All right. So he grows hair and then he loses hair.
Well, yeah,
All right.
that's what happened to me and Mitch.
Exactly.
We grew hair and then we
I
lost
had
it.
it at one point.
I believe you.
It's what's happening to you currently. He just sounds like Joe Pesci from Home Alone. I feel like the last couple of months has just been nothing but nostalgia.
Because there's nothing new.
There's nothing
coming out.
fresh.
The only movie that I'm excited for next year is Dune, the sequel. And that's it. That's it. I can't think of anything else. I'm like, looking forward to this.
I mean, because I like DC, I'm looking forward to Black Adam because I like his character. But
Are we tired of the comic book movies yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm tired of Marvel movies.
I'm tired of them. But I mean, the Halloween Ends is
Okay.
coming out this month. I've seen like 4 previews. That's it.
Okay.
Like,
I don't care.
They're not even marketing this movie.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, we did it again. Yeah, it's Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, this is going to be the last one.
Poor Jamie Lee Curtis. She posted a Twitter picture of herself like on the rap day, and she had this like really happy look on her face, and the top comment was like, "Man, that man is super excited about whatever's going on." And I was like, "Oh,
Poor Jamie Lee Curtis.
But yeah. There's nothing coming out like horror movies. They're all getting cheesier and trashier, and
More gut, more blood, more screaming, boobs.
So, all right. Well, Mitch, what'd you do? Just gonna sit in awkward silence while listening.
We got games.
What was that?
Yeah.
That was Konami, one of the original songs, or I guess openings for
Their
it.
jingles. I always remembered the
That was one of their openings. But I played Dreamlight Valley, which was made by Disney, thinking that my daughter would be into it, and she wanted to watch me play. She didn't want to play. But basically, it's a Disney game where you go into this imaginary Dreamlight Valley, and all the Disney characters live there, and there's this darkness that's overtaken the land. So you've got to like seek out all the characters and help rebuild the community.
Was it like Kingdom Hearts?
Kinda.
with less action, more talking.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's all text based,
Yeah.
which is really weird for a kid's game because, like,
Kids, some of them can't read.
yeah, like my son can't read like a scrolling text that jumps up on the screen, so he didn't.
Well, like in this game, you design your character, you can design your house or whatever, but then like you have to go and clear out these different areas. Like we went and found Moana, we found Scrooge McDuck, we helped Merlin, Goofy, Mickey, but it's just like there's like these weird purple vines. I mean, I haven't played far enough to know exactly what all the stuff is going on, but there's just a lot of mundane tasks. Like here, plant these 7 seeds and pick the carrots, give them to Mickey so that you can make this recipe. It's like
fetch quests. Go here, do that. So
and
My
then,
goats have run amok.
and like to go, like I unlocked the one area to where I could go. We found Moana, but then like the next thing, you got to level 3 friends up to level 5. So you got to do these mundane tasks to level them up to where you can have access to the next area. So I mean,
it's just lazy game design.
as an adult, it's like I don't care to play this, and as
And
a kid, it's not. It's too boring for a kid to play with and too complex.
Yeah, and it's just reading, you know, like, and it's not even like good reading.
Yeah.
Bad reading.
And but wasn't it like the Disney theme park that tried to kind of like design it around?
Yeah, I mean, they have. You can go into the Disney Castle, and then there's several doors that you can go in. We got in there, and that's when we went to Moana's land.
Oh, okay.
But then there's just like several other doors, but you got to level stuff up to go to the next door because there's in-game like I guess power and currency that you earn, and you have to use that to unlock the different areas. So you got to do the mundane tasks to unlock the areas.
It's all the joy and happiness of older generations' hopes and dreams being destroyed by Disney IPs.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
So it was like a punishment.
You're just getting raked over the coals, aren't you?
I gave it like a 4 out of 10.
I think the more we do this podcast, the more bitter and angry we get about just what we're reviewing.
Well, it's just like for Disney, they portrayed it as like this big game where you can go and meet all these characters and interact with them, but you got to unlock all of them. You got to unlock you can't even go and visit and talk to them until you've unlocked this, and then move to this, and then move to this, and it takes forever. I mean, I played this for a week and unlocked the first area that I didn't start at.
Well, that's dumb. It's a free game, though, right?
Yeah, it's on Game Pass, but
You can stay
unless
there.
you're an adult that just likes mundane, easy stuff, it's not fun.
Yeah.
My little girl, because it takes so much to get to the next area, she got bored watching me play.
Really?
Because she just wanted to go see all the characters. Because we saw a little trailer that showed like the Frozen characters, the Cars characters, and you can't go to them because you got to unlock them, and that takes forever.
You should play Kingdom Hearts with her.
I'm gonna have to look into it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was not a great game. I give it a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that Disney tried to do that when there is a game like Kingdom Hearts that exists. Like how much?
And it's like way better. and
Yeah, but
well-loved.
plus Kingdom Hearts is like kind of weird to begin with. Like, who thought to take a Disney franchise and then inject it to a Final Fantasy franchise, and it actually isn't bad. So then they roll the dice and was like, screw it, we're gonna do our own video game franchise, but like without all the cool stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
without blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
Like you can dig and plant things. You can
Wow.
you can go fish.
Ooh.
You can break rocks
Exciting.
with a chisel.
Very exciting.
So neat.
You can buy things for your house and new clothes for your character.
There you go.
Yeah,
That sounds dumb.
yeah, it was.
So
fun.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what news do you have?
Game Pass is going to have some exclusives for 2023 that they've already announced, which will be Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark, Fable, Contraband, Avowed, and Everwild are some of the first ones they'll have starting next year.
Are they remaking Fable?
I think
No.
so. Oh, no, it's not.
No, they got a new Fable game coming out. They've been cracking at it forever.
Okay,
So I think they went through like 2 or 3 studios. So who knows if it's going to be good or not.
but all of these will be day one Game Pass games. It'll be
This is like
exclusive.
early next year.
Yeah. It said starting in January. It didn't say like through what part of the year, but it says starting in January these games will start being released.
Because Starfield is in May,
I think so.
and I think that'll be day one as well.
The next piece of news I have is that Google Stadia is shutting down permanently
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
January of 2023.
It's because nobody plays it.
Yeah,
I don't even know anyone who has it.
I've asked around every time there's a gamer guy that I meet and we start talking about video games. I'll just be like, "Hey man, do you by any chance have a Google Stadia?" And it's either "What's that?" or "Hell no." You know, so I wonder like who.
Somebody lost a lot of money on that.
Well, Google did for sure.
See,
but-
I always feel bad for the people who do have it because it's like, aw.
They bought it, and now they can't even use it. It's only been, what, like 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, it's been about 5 years, but there was like 2 years where they would announce games to come out on that,
And
then-
nothing came out.
Right. Well, it would be like, you know, I don't know, the Call of Duty game of this year is coming out on Xbox, PlayStation, and Google Stadia, and everybody's like, oh, okay, so Xbox or PlayStation, huh?
And then my last bit of news is the Gotham Knights. It comes out on October 21st this year.
Yeah, did you see the new trailer for it?
I did watch it. It talks about how it's got ray tracing and all this other stuff. It looks really good.
Yeah, they showed the kind of like a lens thing that would like slide over the screen to showcase the different kind of what it would look like with or without all the effects added on, and it looks great. Probably the first game I can think of that's solely dedicated for the new consoles.
Yeah.
So
And the only problem I found is I've seen conflicting reports that some say it's going to be 4 players, and I've seen other articles that say it's going to be 2 players.
Huh. That'd be really stupid if it wasn't 4 players.
Considering they have 4 characters.
Yeah. So hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm hoping too. But it's supposed to build on the lore of the. They say it's not connected to the Arkham games, although it starts right where Arkham Knight leaves off. So I'm just saying, I don't know how it's not connected, but they say it's not.
Well, were the Court of Owls in Arkham Knight?
Yes,
Okay, it shows a lot of the Court of Owls stuff. So, yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I say it's not connected, but from the story, it seems like it is.
It was Alfred. He's the bad guy all along.
Master Wayne,
Master Wayne.
you've been a bad boy, Bruce.
But that's all I had for my game news. So
Yeah, well, video games too. There's nothing I'm super excited about.
Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Warzone, but you know, except for Starfield. Oh, and the new Zelda game that's coming out. Okay, those 2 games I'm really excited.
I'm interested in the DMZ mode for Warzone.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that too.
Not just Warzone, but the DMZ stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I think video games are still probably 1 out of the 3 because TV shows are so convoluted. You don't really even know what's coming out until it comes out.
Yeah.
No, I was. You don't care.
Yeah.
I know the last bit of The Walking Dead, like the last few episodes, are going to have start this weekend.
Oh yeah, I keep
That
forgetting.
show's still on.
I keep forgetting it's still going.
Well, because of the production with the COVID stuff, they had to break it up.
I thought that show ended like 2 years ago.
Well, they had like 6 episodes at the beginning of this year, and then they're going to do 6 episodes for the final.
Oh my
Look,
God,
you
rip the
can't use
Band-Aid
COVID
off.
as an excuse anymore. I'm tired of hearing that.
It's a show about the apocalypse. End it. They all die happily ever after. There we go.
Yep.
Move on. They're all zombies. Zombie world. Zombie USA.
The Last of Us TV show, I hear good things about it. Most people who have seen stuff for it say it's actually going to be a really interesting show. So I might get behind that. And I like Pedro Pascal. So.
Yeah.
The Lord of the Rings show's stupid still.
Yeah, well, I've actually met a couple people that enjoyed it. They don't know much about they don't know much about the Silmarillion, but they've actually enjoyed it. So
I feel like they're just somebody who's never heard of any of it, and they're just watching. It's like, oh, okay.
I think if they did the rest of the show, if they did season 2 for the Lord of the Rings show, and it was just about the dwarves, I would be okay with that because they're by far the best plot line out of everything.
They're the funniest ones.
Yeah.
The scenery for Khazad-dûm is amazing.
Yeah, the most interesting.
It looks the most believable.
Yeah. So, I don't know. All right. Well,
Be sure to come out on October 28th to our live event in downtown Lawrenceville. If you live in the area, we're going to be talking about some interesting true-to-life things that got made into some really bad movies.
Yep. we take the stand at what 7 o'clock?
No, 9:05.
Oh, okay. Late. Well, hey, it's a
But
Halloween
the event
party.
starts at 7. It's basically just a big Halloween party.
So,
I like parties.
yeah, if you want to see us bumble through some terrible movies, in front of a live audience, you can come there, So just don't throw anything at us. At least don't throw it at me. You can throw it at Tom. All right.
I agree with that.
All right, well.
I was about to say, they should probably throw it at you because I played baseball. I'd probably catch it.
Oh,
My reflexes.
that sounds like a challenge.
My reflexes are too quick. I would catch it. Nothing
Okay.
goes over my
Nunchuck skills.
bow hunting skills.
You can throw it back over that mountain. All right. Goodbye from Mitch.
Bye.
Goodbye from Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
And goodbye from me.
Bye, hated.
Goodbye.
That's what I said.